You're listening to the SS Experience on S&G.
You know, it's been 7 years. Like I said, 2017 is when Invasion of Privacy dropped, and people are still waiting on an album from her. And I feel like earlier, maybe about 2-3 weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, but I'll say 3 weeks just to, be trying to be factually true, but it's probably 2 weeks ago. She was like, you know what? I'm not dropping an album this year, guys. I'm going to stay focused on my family, and, I'll holler at y'all later. But I'm going to be focused on my family. I think this might have been around the time that Offset did some fried shit, to say the least. But, that's neither here nor there, though. So now we're in a situation now where it's like, I believe the label applied pressure to her. Now, I don't want to say too much because she be giving Joe Buttons the smoke anytime Joe Budden, tries to, because Joe Budden, he's been in the rap game for a while, so he knows the ins and outs of label work and all of that. So if there's a podcaster out there that you can listen to about that, I would say Mason Cam, but Mason Cam does a sports podcast. You know what I'm saying? They don't do music podcast. They do a sports podcast. So for the, podcasters that operate in this musical space, when it comes to talking about labels, I think Joe Budden is, a person that is a credible person to talk to since he was signed for Def Jam for a number of years. So I don't want to have that type of smoke with Cardi B, but I will say, though, that the label's probably like, Cardi B, we need some records because she's always dropping singles. She's always hopping on songs. Like, if you count all of the singles that she has done since Invasion of Privacy, it might be an album right there. You know what I'm saying? Give or take, maybe let's say about like nine songs, give or take, from, let's say from 2017, let's say 2019, or maybe, let's say 2019 or maybe 2020 until now, about a good 4.5 year time, maybe about 9 songs that she's done, or at the bare minimum, maybe about 12 featured on, at least if you count, features and solo records. It might have been an album right there, but the label's not going to get credit for that. You know what I'm saying? The label's not going to get credit for that. You have to actually put, 12 to 15, or at least in Kanye West's songs, 7 songs, and I'm about to say some old shit, on a CD and move that bitch, which again, that's old as shit. So let's just say on, iTunes, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Package that bitch up as an album, and now let's go ahead and move some units. We haven't gotten that at all. And I think Atlantic Records is like, we've invested a lot of money in you. You're very, very rich. You're getting a lot of this money off of, which Cardi B survives off of that. You know what I'm saying? Because she's a popular person. I think she has like a couple. Well, I know she has a couple of them. I'm trying to think if it's like double-digit million people. As a matter of fact, I got my phone in front of me, so let me I be trying to do stuff off the top of my head, man. It's like when I used to be in school and used to do math, and they'd be like, well, no, you can't use a calculator because you're not going to always have a calculator from you. I don't know if any of my math teachers is still alive. I remember Mr. Maxey is one, you know what I'm saying? Because his name comes on the top of my head because he sounded like the clear eye guy. All right, class, today we're going to learn about exponents, little shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So we don't have a calculator on us. We'll never have a calculator. On one of my other type of side hustle situations, I be having to tell people about percentages and shit like that. And I always say, well, I might not know the percentage off the top of my head, but I know how to calculate that bitch. Go right in the phone, boop, 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 boop. Bam. That's the money right there. You know what I'm saying? So Cardi B on Instagram has, oh shit, I was about to undersell that shit. That got 166 million followers. Goddamn. So imagine how much she gets for content just for posting. You know what I'm saying? So that's where a lot of her bread comes from. But I don't know if she has like a 2-album deal or anything like that. Because if you did have like a 2-album deal, I would have knocked out that second album like 2 years later. You know what I'm saying? I would have dropped in 17 and I would have dropped that bitch in 19. Now, COVID would have been a difficult time if it would have went past COVID. But the second we would be able to be back outside, maybe like 2021, 2022-ish, because you would have gave her, like if she dropped in 2017, you let it marinate for 2 years, then she has to do the rollout in 2019. It goes into COVID, you know what I'm saying? Then you would have to give her a pass on that time there, and then you would have to hope once everybody got back outside in 2021 that an album would have dropped. That's still 3 years ago. 2021 is still 3 years ago. So, the Atlantic, the label's probably like, look, Cardi, we need an album. We need some sort of movement. We need some sort of motion. And, that's probably why now she backtracked and said, an album was going to come out in 2024. She did on her Twitter Spaces, but she did bring up a lot of stuff though, about why it is what it is, about, you know, why the album didn't drop. I think I do have the audio of that a little bit. I wish I had the video component of it, but as always with how we get down with the editing of videos, I'll have a nice little picture of Cardi B up while I try to go ahead and get this audio real quick. It's like 4 minutes long. I don't know if I want to play the whole 4 minutes. I don't know where in this it is, but I'm just gonna go ahead and play a little bit of it real quick, and until I get tired of it.
From the merch to the other things that's coming out, everything that's coming out, it better be right that same day. You're not going to tell me that all my planning, all my marketing that I've been doing, all of my fucking calls that I've been doing, all of my meetings that I've been doing, you're not gonna fucking tell me that it's not gonna be successful because it's not gonna come out in the summer. First of all, and you're not gonna also tell me that I'm a fucking summer artist. Bitch, I've never been a seasonal artist, bitch. I make hits all year round. What are you talking about? There is such a thing as some people are seasonal artists. Some people just make music better seasons. Bitch, and I'm not one of them. So what the fuck are you talking about? I didn't even release, if you think about it, I didn't even release my first album in the summertime. It was April 6th, bitch. You still wear coats. You still wearing coats in motherfucking New York in April 6th. So shut the fuck up. What are you talking about? Mind you, you're the same page that said not to drop in the summer. Because all these other artists, blah, 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 with the Grammys, whatever. And this is the shit that I don't be liking. I don't like when people be trying to shut you down when you're trying to accomplish something. That's not the type of people that you want in a fan base, and that's not the type of person that you want in real fucking life. That's just shut everything that you do down. Okay, so you know what? Maybe I should go with what you say. I'm going to just drop next summer. How about that? Because you said so. Because you said so, I'm going to drop next summer in June 2025. That's better for you? That's better for you? That's why we going off. Or is somebody pissing on your fucking plan?
All right, so I think she might have mentioned the whole dropping in 2024 a little bit before that. I kind of screen recorded the conversation a little bit late, but what she was referring to was you know how, you know, if you're a famous person, there's two things that you'll have on social media if you're a famous person. You're either going to have a parody page or you're going to have a fan page. You know what I'm saying? Fans who love you going to create a fan page. Parodies who just want to clown and joke is going to create a parody page. So Cardi B was referring to a fan page that was kind of shading her a little bit, and that's why she was, you know, going through that tirade right there. You know what I'm saying? She kind of like had a lot of like dead air in between. So I'm like, yeah, let me just go ahead and end it real quick. But Cardi B, this is the thing. If Cardi B drops hits any time of the year, I think an album would have already came out. I think the label would have already been like, okay, let's go ahead and run it if she already has hits. So again, I have to go back and, you know what I'm saying, try to find some more audio of her, like when she breaks down what's really going on with that. But at the end of the day, we have Cardi B, you know, with an album that's going to be dropping in 2024. So we're already in July now. So she's going to have to drop that joint sometime. Okay, it's not going to be August because I don't think any of the songs that she dropped, you know what I'm saying, is going to be singles. Because if they were, then we would already have motion of an album already getting ready to come out. So we may have to wait for one more Cardi B song and then, you know, album motion start coming. Well, she still might fuck around and drop in 2025, which might be fucking, you know, January. She was being jokative, you know, facetious. She was being sarcastic when she said she's going to drop in summer 2025. You know what I'm saying? Just because the fan page was like, you know, you're a summer artist or don't drop in the summer, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You heard that. If you didn't, go back and listen to it.
You're listening to the SS Experience on SMG.